Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the demo of Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes. It's an interesting mix of genres, so obviously it's a licensed game for Battlestar Galactica, but it is a strategy RTS with some roguelite elements and like a lot of story decisions, and I'm really curious to see how you mix those. I've seen a couple of RTS roguelikes come through kind of over the last couple of years, and they've all been interesting. Not like fully standalone, usually a midpoint between the genres, but in a way that makes them kind of compelling on their own right. But I'm really curious to see how that's expressed from like the Battlestar Galactica side of things, just because that was very much about, well, I mean, I will fully admit, I have not seen much Battlestar Galactica. I have the whole original series admitted about 5 episodes in and stopped because I found the characters insufferable. And then I watched the more modern ones, which I really liked up until the writer's strike, and then I kind of lost steam on it. And so this is actually going to be kind of my like first impression on the Battlestar Galactica series, because it's been a long time since I've seen any of it. And so I'm curious to see what they make of it, because .emu, they're the sponsor for this video, and then also had sponsored they'd sponsored my video on the Starship Troopers game a little while ago, and I actually really liked that one. And so I'm really happy to see them potentially picking up a bunch of these licensed legacy kind of beloved, somewhat cult classic sci-fi series and turning them into actually really good video games. Anyway, so I should mention as part of that this is made by AltShift and published by .emu, who are kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video. And I should also mention that if you want to play the Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes demo, just follow the link in the description below. And with that, I guess let's dive right in. When's the actual game coming out? It says Q2 2026. So I guess if you don't feel like playing the demo yourselves, you can also add it to your wishlist, and it helps the devs immensely. So with that, let's see what this game looks like. There's also an assist mode, which I'm kind of looking for. One of my big, I don't want to say sticking points on games recently is going to be easier modes. Some days I'm just frazzed and I don't want to play anything hard. And so I always check this to see if there is an assist mode, and I saw that, and I got excited because, yeah, I don't know. This is not a year for me to try hard in video games, especially RTSs, which can be quite challenging, and I think this one's supposed to be. But anyway, in orbit around Caprica, the captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. What was once the capital of the 12 Colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. Nuclear explosions, scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, razing cities to the ground. By the gods. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where's the colonial fleet? Those gun stars, why aren't they moving? Don Walker to all units nearby, requesting immediate assistance. As the captain speaks, he notices the DRADIS screen blips repeatedly. Yesterday, the Cylons were almost mythical. Today? DRADIS, contact. The Cylons, they're onto us. I repeat, please send help. Send help. Well, we have one Viper. Lima to Don Walker, please report status. Thank the gods. I don't know what's happening. We just arrived in orbit around Caprica when I saw all of this. Now they're after my ship. Please help us. Hold still, Don Walker. I'll take care of the raider. Select the Viper to give orders. Now that your squadron is selected, attack the Cylon. Okay. This is a DRADIS preview. It shows enemies about to spawn a few seconds before they do. You can hover over the preview to get more information about the incoming enemy. You can now access the Tactical Pause. It's your most important tool to survive the overwhelming Cylon forces. It allows you to pause the battle and analyze the situation and give orders to squadrons. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming complex battle situations. Well, the Cylons go down quick, that's for sure. Your main goal is to protect the fleet and survive. The Cylons can jump in anywhere. Get back to defensive positions near the fleet when possible. Okay, select your Viper, move it back in. Okay, so what is this? Seems like there's some kind of buff that it gets for maybe taking things out. DRADIS contact. Multiple raiders spotted ahead. They come in groups now, huh? The cowards. I'll give them a warm welcome, Don Walker. Okay, player and enemy units have abilities that improve their efficiency. When your squadron is selected, you can see all its active abilities and passive abilities. So Hunter Dash gains speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys a unit, and Hunter Instincts. While Hunter mode is on, automatically attacks and follows enemies within a 56T range, but doesn't have a selected target. Okay, so that's just a aggressive mode. But yeah, won't pay attention to missiles. Left click on the panel to continue. Okay, so we've seen both of those. Toggle on and off, but we keep it activated for now. Move your Viper so it'll just get within attack range. Okay, one thing, I think I actually turned the audio down too much. I usually turn these down preemptively so it doesn't like blast my ears out with gameplay, but that actually was like a very reasonable volume. Big ups. Now use your Viper's Hunter Instincts automatically to destroy the next enemy wave. Yeah, so... Oh. I see. Major Lima, multiple Dratus contacts spotted. You'll never make it in time. We're exposed. Copy that, Dawnwalker. A raptor should be here soon. You'll be covered. Right. This situation requires a change of scenery. With its short range, the Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scattered enemies by itself before they reach the fleet. So get a Raptor, which seems to have a longer range shot. Fortunately, the Raptor just arrived to defend the fleet. It's a long-range artillery squadron and very effective at dealing with far and scattered enemies. They're slow, can't charge their weapons while moving, so try moving them as little as possible. Your Raptor is already within range of the incoming enemies, just watch the situation. Okay. Kind of blast these out. Let's see. The Raptor is very efficient when positioned strategically. Always try to position them to cover wide areas of protecting the fleet from incoming enemies, so you don't have to move them too often. Probably something like that. Move these up here. Okay, I'm digging this. And it looks like, I mean, at least for this ship, they're using, I think, the older design? I'd have to go back and rewatch the more recent series, because that was the one I saw when I was in high school. And so I have slightly murky memories of it. Now, we do have a capital ship. I don't think I'm going to want to fight that, probably. I don't think I can. What is this thing? A base star, not good. Lima to Gunstar Shamshir, requesting for help. This is a Cyclone base star that has tremendous firepower and carries hundreds of Cylon units. It's almost impossible to destroy. For now, the only goal is survival. Move your squadrons back to protect your fleet. Like enemy squadrons, missiles launched by the enemy capital ship also have a preview with a countdown. Like enemy squadrons, they can be destroyed once they spawn, but they are much faster. Prepare to intercept them by staying in defense between the civilian ship and the capital ship. Okay, I was trying to do the pause. Okay. 3 types: homing, explosive, and nukes. Homing missiles are fast and always target a single unit. Explosive missiles are slow, but target an area on the battlefield. Nukes are slower, explosive missiles, with more hull points dealing a lot more damage in a wider area. So nukes should be prioritized at all costs. Okay. Destroy the incoming missiles. Raptors position them to intercept. Okay, that looks like a nuke. Now this didn't hit her? Okay, can attack and chase units within range automatically, but sometimes you need to prioritize your targets. Incoming wave of enemies. Position your units defensively, but destroy the nuke first. Well, I already got that nuke. Somehow it didn't... Oh, you can see more base stars in the back. Somehow it didn't blow up and hit the... Oh, that nuke. Well, this is the stinker. Group. This one? Okay. And we've got a friend. Gunstar in position. Multiple Cylon Dratus contacts. Civilian ship spotted. The Dawnwalker. Sending a distress signal. What are your orders, Commander? Hail the ship. Right away, sir. The order is immediately followed. You've been serving as the commander of a Gunstar named Shamshir for the past 5 years. You never thought you'd be facing Cylons. The phone rings. A connection has been established with the Dawnwalker. When you pick up, all you can hear is the captain's voice in the captain's voice is panic. Dawnwalker here. The Cylons, that thing in front of us. They're everywhere. We need help. Gunstar Shamshir to Dawnwalker. Please maintain position. We're calling for reinforcements to engage the base star. Can't you just destroy it? Negative. Dawnwalker, our ship is a Gunstar, not a Battlestar. Let's hope there's one patrolling nearby who can help. Copy that. Keep that ship safe, Major Lima. Okay, here's the fleet's elite. Oh, that's interesting. Of course, sir. It's Gunstar, the ship you're commanding. If it gets destroyed, it's game over. Gunstar has weapons that can deal with large enemy groups. Should be ready soon. In the meantime, defend against the small groups on the side. Okay, so I have a nuke launcher. I also have offensive flak. Gunstar weapons are now ready. They offer offer another way, complementary with squadrons to deal with the Cylons. There are multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each with their own effect. So if I fire this right here, that should take them all out. Has deployed a weapon, the offensive flak. You can hover over the weapon to display its information. This Gunstar weapon deals damage over time in an area of effect, is very efficient to destroy a group of enemies with low hull points. Okay. Should be fine. Ah, that kind of damage over time. I wasn't sure if I was setting them on fire. But no, I'm just firing a bunch of shots in a zone to hit them. Commander, no one's answering our calls. I suspect multiple Cylons are intercepting our communications. We're putting ourselves at risk here. What should we do? We're getting out of here with Dawnwalker. Of course, sir. Gunstar Shamshir to Dawnwalker. Sending new coordinates. We'll cover you during FDL preparations and get out of this hellhole together. Copy that. Please don't abandon us. Defend that ship. It needs to get out in one piece. On it, Commander. Battlestar Galactica's Scattered Hopes is a game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming, in strength and number. Your goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to compute an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet, survive until the timer reaches 0, then jump. Okay. I'm going to position this here, position them there. Okay, we want to take out the sniper. So we'll deploy various types of attack types of squadrons to annihilate the fleet. Always take some time to hover over them. So what do they have? Long range artillery. Cannot shoot while moving. I mean, should be fine. It's an artillery unit like your Raptor, can fire at long range, but weaker short range and move slowly. Best way to deal with them is with a Viper. Oh, this circle is how fast they can attack. That explains some things. I'm going to move this one preemptively over here. Commander, we're a little outnumbered here. A little help would be appreciated. We're running out of options to help you, Lima, except for the nuke launcher, but use it. Launch a nuke. Are you sure? We haven't received proper clearing. Protocol demands. Forget protocol, Lieutenant. Look around. We have to get out of here alive. Launch a nuke. Of course, sir. Stratus previews a new type of squadron, the Heavy Raider. They have many hull points. Your offensive flak won't be sufficient against 7 of them. Might be the right time to use a nuke. Get your squadrons out of the way and wait for the enemies to spawn. I don't know how out of the way it is. Okay. Need to deploy the Gunstar nuke launcher. So we gotta undeploy that. Okay. Oh, right-click it. Oh, should have done that earlier. Unless it was cooling down and that's the point. Okay. So don't forget your Viper has Hunter Instincts activated. It will chase enemies, even if it means entering your own area of effect, so turn that off. Fire the nuke. Okay, the heavy raiders roll in, and yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Well, that's a mess. Here are your squadron docks. You can use them to deploy different squadrons, depending on the battle situations you face. Right now, your main concern is to safely bring back the deployed squadrons before jump FTL. Squadrons that are out of the Gunstar during the jump are wrecked, but not lost, can still be repaired. Okay, right-click to undeploy both of them. Oh, and they will go over obstacles. Now get away and jump. Well, I appreciate both the brevity and the tenseness of this. Ooh! I really like when games that aren't necessarily, like, trying to go for a retro look still deploy pixel art as, like, just a standard visual. I'd have to look at the combat again, but it seemed like it was full 3D, so yeah, just for whatever reason they decided, hey, let's have pixel art cockpits, and I love that. I love that. Jump complete, Commander. We made it. In the Combat Information Center, no one feels like celebrating. Your Gunstar and a few vessels in your wake seem like the last survivors out of 50 billion souls. Confirming the Dawn Waker Dawn Waker, not Dawn Walker. Dang. Dawn Waker followed us, as well as many smaller ships. Since the attacks on the 12 colonies, you've been evading the Cylon killing spree. You've rescued a handful of small ships and abandoned countless others to their fate. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope left is the tenuous signal of a mysterious beacon. Let's read that as bacon. For now, surviving is all that matters. Commander, the colonial beacon is in the sector, but we're receiving some serious reports from across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump again anytime soon. First things first, let's fix our fleet. You're now in the fleet management phase. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. The Shamshir was heavily hit by the Cylons. The hull is damaged. This is a situation it occurred because the Gunstar sustained critical damage while escaping the Cylons. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it'll have negative consequences for your ship. Okay, so select this. You can resolve the situation by providing supplies. Provide supplies to the crew to resolve the selected situation by selecting the supply choice, then performing the fix hull action. So we can avoid... So we can fix a damaged hull. Avoidable for 8 turns. Several injured reported on the Dawn Waker. The Gunstar needs repairs. Fleet has been through a lot to escape the Cylons. New situations have surfaced. Take a look at these. Some can put the fleet health at risk. Fleet health gauge is up there. Reaching at 0 will result in game over. Unfortunately, you can't resolve any other situations. The fleet is low on supplies. Commander, according to the latest reports, the fleet is running low on supplies. With the Dawn Waker and all the smaller ships under our watch, we need enough water, food, and medicine to survive out there. A scouting party was sent to the area. We're expecting an update soon. Commander, the scouts reported back. They found the wreckage of a civilian ship. It was on its way to Toron when the Cylons attacked. There are no survivors, but the supplies aboard remain intact. A team is standing by to retrieve the resources, sir. Prepare a raptor to explore the wreckage. There we go. So, Tylium is necessary to jump to other sectors, but also to explore points of interest, POIs within a sector, and gather the needed resources. Okay? Sector points of interest, or POIs, are nearby locations scouted by your raptors. They can provide resources needed for survival. Click on a POI to learn about it. Okay. A lot of supplies can be obtained from this wreckage POI. Oh. Wreckages are one of 5 POI categories. Wreckages, distress signals, planets, asteroids, and structures. Some require a specific category of POI to proceed. Okay, send a team to resolve the selected POI by selecting the Tylium choice, then performing collect supplies actions. Okay, so cost 1 fuel, gain 7 supplies. So, civilian cargo wreck. A damaged agricultural cargo ship is drifting in this sector. No life signs. Cylons never loot their prey, so we should take a look and salvage what we can. Surprised the Cylons don't loot things. You think they could just mulch it. Every action with the turn icon will move time forward. All situations will be one one turn closer to expiration, at which point they will apply their effect. The fleet currently has three situations expiring in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve all of them. This journey is about survival, and more often than not, you'll need to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your scarce resources for later. Resolve all that you can. So, oh, that's a void. Okay, malfunctioning airlock is rough. I've got 8 supplies. So first aid to passengers. Mend injured passengers. Negative situation. Okay, so this only requires 2. I feel like this is really rough. So I think my problem is I'm reading a void as in don't resolve this situation, which I don't think is the case. Okay, so fix the malfunctioning. Oh, I see. Avoid the negative outcome. And I think I'm going to go for the mend the injured. First aid is nice, but okay, the Gunstar weapons and squadrons are stored in the main hangar. That's where you will be able to level up and repair squadrons. Squadrons can gain experience during battles and be improved. So go to the Gunstar, level up. Ah, more pixel art. And it looks so good. Whoever did the pixel art for this must have had a very good time. Every time a squadron destroys the Cylon unit, it gains experience. During the last battle, it gained enough to go up to level 2. Select it to level up. Choosing the right squadron abilities is one of the most important strategic choices you can make to strengthen your fleet. And they had permanent upgrades. I love choices. Okay, there are 2 types of abilities, passive and activatable. Some are rarer and more impactful than others. Okay, so common, common, uncommon. So we have an HM missile launcher. It's got a 20-second cooldown, but long-range missile is tempting. Increasing the damage by a little less than 10% or huge speed boost. Okay, I mean, we're grabbing the missile launcher. Okay, exit the hangar to proceed. So we have the Viper, the Raptor, and the Wolf. What is the Wolf good at? Okay, so it's tanky. Damage resistance for each enemy within its radius, and taunt. Oh, so it's like an actual tank. Sure. And then we also have different weapons for my Gunstar, but can't do anything with that. Well, you were right. Major Lima, our new CAG, Commander Air Group. Let's see, really made a difference out there against the Cylons. Your XO has been with you for the best part of 2 years. You're glad to have her by your side. As someone on the Dawnwaker offered his help. He'll make a good chief tech. During the attacks, he lost many men and women, including your previous CAG and chief tech. His name is Yori Singh. He's starting as we speak. Great, we'll need him soon. You smile for the first time in a while. Your XO, CAG, and chief tech now form your inner circle. You see them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. Okay, heroes of the fleet's elite. They've chosen to take an active role and accepted authority. They can have a huge impact on both the fleet management and battle phases. Select a hero for more information. So health and experience, so they also level up. Heroes once per sector can resolve POIs in situations, increasing POI gains or avoiding situations supply costs that's essential for their survival. Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain new traits, providing situational bonuses in various contexts. Like resolving a situation, being assigned a squadron to a weapon, etc. You can hover over traits to get more information. Okay, learn about them in fleet management. Take advantage of this opportunity. Your CAG barges in while you have your head in reports. Commander, I know we've been busy, but that beacon... What about it? You observe Major Lima. It's her first time being questioned by your XO. I suspect it's been recently updated. Could be a Cylon trap. Toasters aren't exactly known for playing fair. No, it's the Colonial Fleet. They left something for us, and we have to pick it up. Chance for humanity to survive. Do it, Major Lima. I'll get a shuttle ready right away. Let's hope it's worth it. Crises and opportunities arise during your journey. They're complex problems with high stakes that require several steps with actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses and rewards, crises can be very dangerous for fleet survival and shouldn't be taken lightly. This section will show all current crises and opportunities in your fleet. Select the opportunity to show its file. Okay. Oh, so we kind of have a quest log here. Okay, select step 1, pick a character. Well, I think we're going to send her out. Okay, heroes have one action point that can be used to resolve situations without consuming resources. Handle this situation by selecting an available hero and send them out. After the team explores the beacon, they return to the Gunstar with a data set. Your CAG and Chief Tech have analyzed it and are reporting back. I'm confused, sir. It's just an old data set. By the looks of the beacon, the data set was used during the Cylon War. The first one, I mean. 40 years ago, the 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly, the Cylons retreated and disappeared. Until today. But you were right, Major Lima. The dataset's been updated recently. Very recently. Can we read the message inside? No. The encryption is brand new. We need to find a military outpost. With a bit of luck, they've received the latest access keys. Search for an outpost. On it, sir. Every time a hero resolves a situation or POI, they gain experience. By resolving this situation, they gained enough to reach level 2. Okay, level up. So, max hull. Travel planner is tempting, but yeah, let's go for a fast reloader. Stuff like this is going to be handy. But I probably will err on the side of rarity, especially for this character who is like our pilot and shoots things. So as long as this hero is in a deployed squadron, all allied squadrons gain extra damage per hero level. So that's good. Okay, heroes can have a major role during battles. Enter the hangar, assign your heroes. Well, for sure. Let's see, assign a hero to a squadron if they have squadron assignable trait. Okay, squadron assignable traits will only apply their effect to the squadron of the heroes assigned. Be careful, if the squadron is destroyed, the hero will lose 1 HP. The weapon tab, you can assign a hero to the Gunstar if they have a weapon assignable trait. Okay, so could be her, but probably, oh no. I didn't realize I gave her a gunner perk. Oh. Okay. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, I wish that was a little bit more obvious. I mean, it's obvious in retrospect, but now I feel like a fool. Dratus contact. A Cylon raider just jumped into the sector and spotted us, sir. Dratus screen briefly shows the icon of Cylon raider flying near. It's there for a few seconds and then the raider disappeared. Frack. They'll be back soon with more firepower. Someone gasps in the CIC. Fear is palpable. But how did they find us? There's no way they can trace our FTL jumps. Asking permission to spool an FTL jump to the next known area, sir. We can't stay in this area, sir. Looks like they'll be everywhere. We need to get the fleet far away, and fast. You never thought you'd abandon your home planet one day, but here you are. There's only one way to get away as fast as you need to. Plan a jump. Anywhere. Anywhere past the red line. What? The red line. Beyond this theoretical limit, all FTL jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. Sir, crossing the red line could send us crashing into a star. Do it. But this is insane. Okay, right away, sir. The CIC falls silent. Your XO breaks it by shouting orders. Setting the fleet to Condition 1, Commander. All systems ready for battle. I'm not. Mild bit of feedback. Oh boy, being able to undo. No, that's too good. Yeah, being able to undo a perk would have been huge. Because yeah, I would have gone for one of the other ones. Oh well. Okay, we're going to look at weapons, because we can assign somebody here. So she's got this one. Yeah. Okay, back to squadrons. Can I put this guy anywhere? No. No, my engineer cannot be. And that's probably fine. Okay. Oh. Upgrade the fleet in the R&D lab. Okay, so what is this one? Resolve one structure POI. Well, we don't have any of those. So efficiency. Ship effects. I think I don't have access to anything else at the moment. Okay, you can select the squadron of the Gunstar weapon to deploy. I'm probably going to go with those two. So we have 2 squadron docks, click on a dock, select another. Second dock available, deploy the nuke launcher. Now, is there a cost on this, or is it just a really long cooldown? Starts battle ready to fire, doesn't lose current cooldown. Okay. Send the Raptor out, and then the Viper a little further. Okay, change of deploy, everything is good. Let's see what we're looking at. A couple of raiders. Probably just go there. Question is, do the raiders even attack me? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna just go up here. Out of range. Okay. This is gonna be a bit tricky. Yeah, both of these are. I don't know if I have much to worry about with the heavy radar. Okay. Can I undo? This sucks. Got them. Gunstar's under attack. Can't really do much about it. For a moment, my ships are definitely taking some damage. Okay, let's just go out here. Oh, we can jump. Okay. Call him back. I didn't even realize we had time. And unfortunately, that was bad. We did get some experience, but ouch. Oh. So you can get fuel, repair hull points on a damaged civilian ship, or squadron gains experience. I think I'm gonna go with this. We need those repairs. Reporting status, sir. In the CIC, no one says a word. A jump past the red line is like a leap into the dark. Jump is complete, sir. All ships have followed through. As the tension eases, you can hear relief in the CIC. For a moment, you almost forget what you've been through. Scanning sector. Dratus is detecting a military structure nearby. We need to check it out and find the encryption key. We better hurry. Who knows how close the Cylons are? Investigate the military outpost. Okay, it's timeline for the current sector. Represents the time you have before the Cylons find and attack the fleet. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations in POIs. It's an outpost. Explore it. Scattered hopes opportunity. So I can send a character. I mean, we're going to need the materials. I'm going to send her. Because I should get that level. And see if I get anything useful. Commander, the encryption key has been retrieved, but there's a problem. Our R&D lab isn't up to date and can't read the key. Not a surprise, the whole Gunstar is 1 FTL jump away from the junkyard. Upgrade the R&D laboratory at once. Fine. Okay, though fragile, civilian ships can help the fleet survive. Select your civilian ship to learn more. Okay, you can train the civilian crews properly that can provide various resources and bonuses. So that's the efficiency of the ship. So we can train the crew. Okay. So time will pass, train the ship crew to increase the efficiency. First, oh, damn it. I want to level up, see if that guy gave me a perk. Efficiency has been improved, so now we get research or something? Okay, produce scrap at the start of every sector. Okay, it takes time, but it's a good investment in the long run. Okay, can be used to trade, repair, or upgrade the Gunstar in the R&D lab. Now let's take a look at the R&D. Okay, allows you to upgrade various aspects of your fleet. That's the fleet upgrade you need to read the encryption key and advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. Select it for more information, fleet logistics, and need more. Okay, so we'll need to find more. Increases fleet health, max health, and does a little bit of repair. Okay, select Gunstar for more information. Has several emergency production units. Not the most efficient, but there's always there in need. So scrap supplies or Tylium. Okay, no POI around. Use the scrap emergency recycling unit to produce scrap needed for the upgrade. It requires 2 turns. I would like to upgrade my commanding officer, please. Just in case she has some kind of perk for this. I could skip the tutorial, but I don't know where that's going to drop me. Sir, the Gunstar Lab's been upgraded. We'll start decrypting the message at once. It'll take a few cycles. Let us know as soon as you have something. Sure thing, sir. Okay, and that's the basics. You have 2 turns before the Cylons arrive. Use the time to prepare your fleet. Also assign heroes with the Gunstar weapons or squadrons as the hangar. Alright, and now we have some POIs that we can deal with. So first, let's level up. Okay, so same deal. This time we're giving her Reloader. Okay, so we have this. So, drifting ship, botanical cruiser. I'm going to need fuel, which is something I'm going to have to care about. Let's grab the botanical cruiser and see what we get. Oh, so we just have another cruiser. And he levels up. Do I get him travel planner? I think we have to. Okay, opportunity seized. The R&D lab is done. The message's decryption is almost ready. Just a few more seconds, Commander. It's from Commander Adama. The whole CIC falls silent. Commander William Adama is a war hero, but you thought he retired years ago. Put on speakers now. Right away, sir. Time comes to a standstill as the last message from the Colonial Fleet is being decrypted. Suddenly a familiar voice can be heard. Okay, so they're definitely going for the more modern version of the character. This is Commander Adama speaking. Today, after decades of silence, the Cylons have attacked our colonies. In a matter of hours, our homeworlds have been bombarded and destroyed. A gasp comes from behind you. Someone's crying. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. To some, the situation might sound dire, but all hope is not lost. You've trained for this. You're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with the Battlestar Galactica. I'll guide you to a refuge. So say we all. The message abruptly ends. A handful of your officers repeat the words, an old saying, a liturgical sentence, and in a powerful voice you shout, so say we all. Okay, Dratus contact. Let's see. So first and foremost, take a look at the hangar. Are any of these ships still damaged? No, looks like they're back up to full health. That's good. Okay, weapons. Been assigned. Cooldown is a little bit. Anything in R&D that I could pick up that's useful. More fleet health. Looks like I can't afford anything even if I wanted to, so it won't let me look. Okay, repair ships and squadrons. Assign heroes. Level up squadrons. Yeah, not much else for it. Okay, auto-pause has been activated. Ooh, that's a cool looking ship. Hydra-class frigate. Once on, it'll activate during battles whenever critical conditions are met. Sure. Let's see. Everything is kind of good. I'll move when I get the chance. Uh-oh. Missile first. Okay, I'll have to move the sniper up. And I do have 2 of these missiles. Which I'm probably going to want to use against the heavy raiders. Actually get really close. Okay, move back. Alright. Gonna shoot that. Heavy Raider isn't in yet. I'm gonna plonk it with a missile first. I can't get a second one. Now it's distracted. Perfect. Sniper. Sniper. Now I have more of those missiles. If I need them. Okay, good. And I'm not covering too much of the UI. That was a concern for a hot second. Oh, nope. You need to be here. This guy should be able to take out 3 raiders. Unless they get distracted and go after them. Yep. Should be good. Okay, go for the nuke. Hope it doesn't blow up and take out my dude. Okay, it does not. Okay, I've got a couple seconds left. We don't have the speed boost. Good enough. I think this is... This is where I hit them with that. Gonna have that go around. Get those missiles. Got the sniper. Got raiders on the sides. Move to the side for a second. I'll just intercept the heavy raider. Take that out, that out. That's good. Chase the missiles down. We're positioned to be in a good spot for taking out this sniper. Okay. Got it immediately. Gonna follow the heavy raider. Oh, we only get 2 of these missiles. Limited usage per battle. Get that. Oh. That's no good. Never mind, we're good. Okay. And then we undeploy. Hurts a smidge. It's fine. That's fine. Get out of there before we take too much damage. That was much better than last time. Okay, we've completed the tutorial Save the Fleet for now. Continue this with a regular run with the fleet and try to survive for 4 sectors available in the demo. Oh, okay, cool. So now we have access to everything. And it's probably undone all of my disaster choices. Yes. Okay, so this is a proper run. as opposed to the previous things. So what's this? Crisis will start here. Could require some turns to resolve. All of my ships are level 1. So we have a bar. That's new. Step into the Gunstar bar. Sad faces and empty glasses all around you. Some customers wave at you. Happy? Surprised, perhaps, to see you here. You wave back. Once per sector, you can start a conversation with faction members or a hero. So we can sit down with Quion, share a drink. I mean, don't have anybody else. Grab the bar stool next to Thandal Weithu Quion and sit down. A nod of greeting, a gesture of the hand to order, a sip in silence. The conversation begins. For some reason, Quion is chatty tonight. A long day of problems, obstacles. When the glasses are finally empty, you exchange a look. You didn't do much, but it's impacted Quion. Okay. So morale improves. Okay, whenever you need detailed information about the fleet to make a decision, check your fleet summary at any time. So morale goes up. Smiles in return. I don't know what morale does. Okay, and that's once per sector, so I guess that's kind of fine. So none of these characters have any experience. So Quion's our shipyard engineer, attack formation, defensive strategy. So we might as well actually assign these characters. Or are they already are pre-assigned? Yeah, so no immediate traits. So what do we have? So we have a mineral-rich planet, we have a supply depot, we have a gas giant, and we have a science station. Science station gives us a guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity, if resolved with a hero. So I'm going to send her out. Probably going to need to go grab fuel. Advanced War Room. All squadrons that aren't deployed during battle gain 30 experience and are repaired at the start of the next sector. Yo. So is that... Do we just have that now? How do I check these things? First, hero healed every sector, doesn't lose time. This is actually kind of important to check. More squadron docks. Less critical effect threshold for the Gunstar. Fleet health, max health. Weapon docks. None of those are immediately or amazingly good. Yeah, so how would I know about those perks? Oh, it looks like there's rarities for the ships too. I see. Auxiliary systems. So Gunstar civilian ships and squadron repair costs are cheaper because of old tech. And then we have the advanced war room. So that's quite good at solving some of my problems. Some of them. Okay, so do I want... We're going to want fuel. I'm going to need fuel. Sure. It doesn't really matter at the moment. We don't have any governing perks that change these things. And... let's see. I don't know if I need more supply. I think I'm going to grab more supply. Because those seem like they're harder to come by. Tension is needed, Commander. Sir? A word. There's some tension aboard the Kern. Dockers are using an empty deck, but Navy personnel warns it's off limits. You need to make a choice, sir, and fast. So, Dockers can have it. Belongs to the military. Okay, military increases influence range. Factions with fleet influence can create useful opportunities as long as you can maintain a fair relationship with them. Be careful. Faction offers always come with strings attached. The greater their influence, the more dangerous it is to make an enemy. Yeah, is there a way I can check? They demand loyalty. Civilians. I don't know. Dockers can have it. The relationship with a faction has changed, so we can know about factions up there. It seems like everything is still fair, but that's something I should work on. Okay, so we still have this. It's 42 scrap at the cost of fuel. Okay, Gunstar and civilian ships can sustain critical effects during battle when they take damage. Colored triangle, okay, are the critical effect thresholds. Try to avoid triggering critical effects, repair your ships when their hull points are too close to a threshold. Upgrade the critical system's insulation. Protect your ships from battle. Okay, so we can also invest in boosting some of these. So this would get me some more Tylium, some more scrap, some more other things. Get extra scrap per jump. Oh, we already have that. That would get me more. Scrap and supplies per jump. So what's this? So more max hull, more scrap per jump. More max hull, more supplies per jump. Doesn't look like we can upgrade the Shamshir here, but I guess that's the R&D lab. Yeah, so I could go for the scrap here. But it's going to cost me a fuel. 1 fuel for 40 scrap. I think it's worth it. Seems like every POI is vaguely worthwhile. Okay. Then do R&D. Because what can we get? Fleet logistics. Max health. Hull reinforcements. Squadrons gain evasion. That's kind of good. Squadron docks, but that's expensive. Critical effect threshold on the gun star. And 33% repaired hull points. Is that just in general? The Wanderers class can't reach this level. How did you know? Yeah, so like this seems kind of decent. As something to invest towards. Okay, still invest turns in emergency production civilian crew. Because, yeah, I don't think we can jump out. So, I'm going to start investing in training that one up. Okay, CIC needs you, Commander. Death under the stars, new crisis. Commander, the body of a hydroponic farmer has been found. Okay, and they were a worker. Found in the greenhouse on my ship, and it appeared to be a murder. Now farmers here are refusing to get back to work. They're scared, Commander. They want to arrest and are looking into the murder themselves. I think it's best if you step in. Farming has come to a standstill, and it's going to stay that way until we find out who's responsible. We should send someone in, sir. A team. Conduct a proper investigation, get to the bottom of this. Besides, you heard the captain. Farming's at stake. Murder on another ship. It's not our problem, sir. Our time and resources are limited. We have to step in. The fleet's counting on us, and supply production is at stake. Commander, should we help Captain Almeida with the investigation? Okay, so I can reduce my supply gains or increase repair cost. No, let's go for this one. Count on me. Okay, so what is this? Dead body. Step 1. Achieve 2 objectives. Analyze the footage. Pricey. Sure. Interrogate angry civilians. We might want to wait on that one then. Okay, attention is needed again. We have a problem with the Dawnwaker, sir. The captain thought it would be a grand idea to install some old tech recovered by the underworld. Sing, we didn't have a choice. We needed a fast and cheap way to fix our water tanks. Besides, it's working. It's a hack job. The whole thing could blow any minute. We need to send specialists in to fix this, sir. Okay. Send specialists. Or risky... Okay, I'll do that. Sure. Avoidable for 4 turns. So I can maintain systems. Ouch. I guess that's why I should probably hold off on using my characters for a little while. Well, starting battle. Because I don't think I have anything else I can invest into at the moment. This is neat! Oh, current sectors, so we can go different places. So, Ice Comet, Gas Giant and Military Outpost, or Shipwreck, Drifting Shuttle, and a Supply Depot. I'm actually going to go up here. Drifting Shuttle might get us another hero. And for sure, the more characters I have to be able to work, the better. Okay, send the Viper out, send the Raptor out. Let's see. Got all my weapons. I'll have to keep an eye out. Okay, it is potentially going to shoot. So, border raiders. Move that there. Give me a little bit more room. Let's go for that one. Got it. More borders and raiders. Alternatively, this might be a really good circumstance for me to use one of these two. Oh boy. Park this one here. Go for this one. So far, so good. Pause. Border raider, border raider. Don't really have too much of a choice. Do have an emergency jump. Don't want to do it. Oh, jumps do cost fuel. No, you don't shoot. I just... Well... Do we move it? A smidge. And yeah, I don't have the bonus missiles, but that should be fine. Okay, border, border, and border. Should be good. Aim there. So we might as well slow this one down. Hang out here. Yeah, next to those. Come on. Oh. That sucks. Is that even going to make it in time? I have no idea. I'm going to back this sucker off. Nope! Okay, I'm aware. Take them both out. And then we retreat. Okay, so they're just taking constant damage. But that's okay. I'm aware. And we're good. So, Kern gains some experience. Additional POI. Squadron gains experience. Ooh. Kern gaining experience wouldn't be a bad idea. Would have liked that on the Dawnwalker. Signed hero. Yeah, 30 experience on the Raptor would get it to level up, which is helpful. I don't know. Maybe we do grab that. Okay. So the borders were not a problem. Probably. Okay. Hi, yes, this is not the one I wanted to... You didn't level up. It's you. Okay. So let's level this one up. Unit gains speed as long as it targets an enemy missile. Gains extra speed. Not nav-track system is kind of worthless. Yeah, I don't get any rerolls. I'll grab the minor thrust engine. It was not as good as I was hoping it would be. Okay, for starters, let's take a look at this one. Obtain. We need a character. So we've got Tiberius Song. There's a group aboard the Kern, underworld type, sir. They've come up with additional supplies. They're suggesting we take some. A gift from the underworld. Maybe we want to exercise caution. Accept the supplies, we need them. Sure. Count on me. Okay. Every time a crisis is resolved, holy shit. Obtain scrap, supplies, and health. Scrapper is extremely good, but we're definitely grabbing that one. I wonder if that includes all crises or just the ones that they're involved with. So let's take a look at this guy, Storyteller. Chance to gain 2 fleet health every time the assigned squadron destroys an enemy unit. So he's another pilot and is extremely good. All right. Well, let's take a look at crises. We don't have any currently. I want to take a look at these. So this one just costs supply, so we can just do that. Received confirmations through wireless commander. A suspect's been located. Now we just have to nab the bastard. Get it done. Oh, so we actually did need to do the other one. Arrest the criminal. So, risk fleet health. We do actually have the ability to heal fleet health now. However, well, yeah, let's do it. Okay, that hurt. Crisis solved. Praise the gods, I have some good news. Thanks to your team, the murderer has been apprehended and is in the brig. A fellow worker. A damn lover's quarrel. And to think the farmers here had the wrong guy. A soldier who turned out to be innocent. They're ready to hang the bastard. Good thing you stepped in. It was nice of you to send the crate of liquor, Captain. Well, I wanted to thank you for your work. Make good use of it, okay? This is a lot of booze, Commander. What are we going to do with it all? Related to that, the farmers have invited you to their colleague's funeral. You could give them the liquor. Soldiers have also invited you to join them, sir. They want to thank you for clearing the name of the wrongfully accused man. Okay. Slightly increases. Keep it on the Gunstar for our crew to enjoy. I don't want to crank up too much of that. Morale goes up. And we want to go to the CIC. Pax Capricorna, new crises. Commander, the fleet is in chaos. Every day, every hour, some lunatic from the workers, the underworld, or even the military causes an incident. Earlier today, 2 men from those factions fought to the death on one of my decks. My crew is petrified. You have to do something, Commander, I implore you. Captain cuts off communication before you can reply. I don't appreciate civs shouting at us, but the captain's right. The factions are out of control. They need to be reminded of your power, sir. I have an idea. We should stockpile as much scrap as possible. Then we repair everything on the Kern. Make sure no one has any reason to complain for a while. Or we cut off all travel in the fleet, a blockade. That'd show your might. What do you think? Okay. Lock all civilian ships for one sector. What does lock mean? Let's go with Pax Capricorna. Personally, I like my idea more, sir. But yes, I can see that idea working too. We've got enough scrap to move forward with our plan. We're waiting for your signal to distribute it all over the Kern. Sure. On it. Our idea seems to be working, sir. I've received multiple reports of secret meetings between the underworld, the workers, and the military. The factions have set aside their quarrels. It's expensive, but it works. Excellent. Let's keep it that way. And then we get a bonus, I think, for doing so. Because I think every time we complete one of these, yeah, we're getting 30 scrap, 5 supplies. Holy shit, we get a lot of supplies from that. Okay. I guess maybe we don't need to farm for supplies nearly as much as we used to. And now, that was the emergencies. Let's send them out. Get some scrap. We are running out of fuel, but I might be able to grab more. Okay, morale is now good. Assigned Gunstar weapons apply weak every time it damages an enemy. Squadron, or suffers the minimum possible damage when resolving risky situations. I'll keep her with that. And then, do we obtain supplies? I suppose so. Oh. Well, I mean... let's see what this is. Sir, I've spent the last few cycles focused on a personal project of mine. Something I started before we went on the run. Maybe thinking about it makes me feel human again. I'll cut to the point. I need supplies to finish my project. Can the fleet spare any? Sure. I'm on it, sir. Okay. And we need more fuel. Frankly, I don't need the supplies nearly as bad, so what we might want to do... oh. I don't, but I should give my characters the experience. So, yeah. We'll get him to the next level. And then we have Drayd's contact. Well, let's take a look at this guy first. Okay, every time an assigned squadron activates an ability, restores hull points. Every time they resolve a POI, shop prices are reduced by 10% until the end of the sector. Or extra fleet health every time a hero resolves a POI. Exotic gifts seems really interesting. Okay, fleet summary. We don't have any shops, though. Yeah, so this is the overall summary of everything. Things are looking good. Oh, and this is how far we have before the end of the run. So each of these sectors, yeah, goes pretty long. I like that. I like the fact that this is meant to be a kind of simulator of various fleets fleeing the 12 colonies. I think that's a neat way of handling things. Oh. Oh, we don't get more nukes. We don't produce them. Oh, I should have actually took a turn to upgrade that one more time. Whatever. Am I ready for battle? Oh, I forgot to actually put a person in that. Well, it's fine. Trade beacon. We have a distress signal. Or we can go down here. Shipwreck, drifting equipment. So... this one has better stuff. This one might get me another person. Or a ship. It does have a shop. Yeah, let's go check it out. Because I think I'm going to end, after we get to the next system, I just want to take a look at it. But yeah, I like this. Once again, with taking interesting, oh yeah, I could have actually gotten another character. Sniper there. And yeah, this one being faster means it deploys and retreats quicker, which is extremely helpful. Go for that one, move them there. Nope, come on. Oh, get out of there. So that's not as fun. Let's see. I don't think I need to use the guns. What is a Tempest? I don't know. I've not seen that before. So what are you? Damage range. I guess let's take a look at it. Always keeps its original target even if attacked. Unit gains damage but suffers ability cooldown. Oh, it's a missile launcher. Okay, so I can't do much with these. I'm gonna have this one shoot. Actually, let's shoot this one. Okay, couple of raiders. Preemptively have that one go there. Shoot. They can take out 2 raiders on their own. Smidge of damage. Okay, nope, no damage whatsoever. Park here for the sniper. Park there for the sniper. That shouldn't put me within gun range. Oop, that's gonna hurt. No. Okay, critical effect threshold. I'll have to manage that in a second. I think that's here. I'm just gonna start shooting these raiders. That super didn't work. I was not banking on them immediately splitting up there. Okay, we got a sniper, we got a tempest. Oh, God. This is not great for me. Nope, go for that. FTL ready in 10 seconds. Bring it back. At least they have a speed boost. Maybe I should have gone for the booster speed boost. It's okay, we'll make it in time, but we definitely need to do some repairs. Okay. Let's do the critical effect is maintained without cost, because I think that's going to be the most painful. Okay. Dawnwalker is hit by a missile. Passengers are injured. Okay. Damage during the battle. We have issues. Okay. Glad to know there's still survivors out there. You recognize her accent. She must be from Toron. Your exo discreetly points at one of the screens. I'm selling items I've found. Nothing too fancy, but we're all trying to survive, aren't we? Merchant has a criminal record spanning 15 years. She was a freedom fighter on Toron, a violent one. You probably have a screen flashing red in your command center. Do you think it still matters? It doesn't matter anymore, but why are you doing this? The world is falling apart, Commander. Do you really think I keep fighting the very last humans alive? Now more than ever, we need to stick together. My contacts report a few groups are still fighting back on Caprica. We're just doing the same thing. Oops. Clicked past it. It's fine. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Triage? I mean, I have so many supplies. So what is this one? Well, for starters, we got some things to level up. So, damage against non-moving units, or the missile. Again. Right, this has been getting levels passively. Gains evasion. Maximum evasion for the duration. Attacking cancels the effect. Probably just the gyro stabilizer. Do I want to assign this guy? Storyteller? Yeah. I need more scrap if I want to field more ships than that, though. But that's fine. I guess let's go to the bar. I think I missed a bar hangout on the last one, but it's fine. The bar is crowded tonight. People came in droves to forget the apocalypse. You all survived and escaped. Okay. Hang out with Quion again? Sure. Brought the whole bottle. That'll be easier for us. First few minutes are silent. Looks like you both needed it. Since the recent battle, Quion's been quite fixated on death. She keeps returning to this topic. You take a sip of your drink and feel the warmth of the liquor, starting a fire in your throat. Okay, morale improves. It's now excellent. Still don't know what morale does. But that's okay. So, sector map? No. That's not it. Oh, here's the trading base. Durr. So if I had more scrap, I could buy a purple Viper. Let's see the difference. So the purple Viper doesn't have a statistical benefit. It's this, Deadeye. Instantly shoot a target. Cooldown's half charged at the start of battle. Huh. Seems kind of good. We can also spend supplies to pick up extra characters if we want to. So safety expert. Hero damages received when resolving risky situations reduced by 1. Then a fast reloader, which is fine. Okay, could also reroll if I want to. But first, let's take a look at this. Send him out. Oh, exotic gifts. Oh, yeah, I should probably actually send him. Last remaining fuel. I don't know what happens if you get attacked and you're running out of fuel. Okay, so we have an opportunity and an issue. Commander, the Kern's engine took a hit during our last jump. Luckily, I know how to fix it. The workers on the ship won't help. They don't trust us. Maintenance will suffer as long as it goes unrepaired. That's for sure. I need your command to force the workers to comply. Maintenance improves. Workers increases. No. We already boosted the workers a bit. Okay, then we have an opportunity. Beyond the grave. Commander, when you have a moment, I'd love to talk. I'll buy the drinks. Sure, I'll join you at the bar. Wonderful. The bar is almost empty. A few customers sitting here and there, lost in their thoughts. Meet Quion at the counter. I was about to leave, actually, but another drink won't kill me. Alcohol, you know, tends to make her grim and melancholic. Do you think the Cylons bury their dead, or do they simply recycle them like a can? You shake your head. No idea, no intention of knowing. I wish I could be recycled, melted back into a slush of organic matter. Could be a nice way to go, knowing you'll feed others. Okay, you need to get off this ship, Quion. Beyond the grave, a trait. Sure. What do you mean? You suggest sending her on a planet expedition. Touch some grass, breathe some fresh air. First, the idea seems ridiculous to Quion, but after another drink, she agrees to it. Okay. So, resolve 2 planet POIs. Is this a planet POI? Drifting wreckage, so probably not. Okay, so that gives me some supplies, which is good. But I think more than anything else, I'm just buying all of that, and we'll pick up a nuke. Okay, and then with that, I can also obtain the thing. Because, yeah, now I've got 5 fuel. So let's start boosting him. And nothing else to resolve. Can't buy the Viper, but I could buy one of these 2 guys. Safety Expert, I think, was kind of tempting. So I'll pick him up. Okay, so now I've got a ton of characters that I can send out on actions and activities. We should probably also repair some things. Oh, but we can't. But if I do that... Okay, needed urgently in the CIC. Sealed ship, new crisis. Commander, we need your help. All of our exits are sealed. We're locked in. A Cylon missile that exploded close to the ship must have triggered this response. Wonderful. At first glance, he's right. Looks like a ship-wide electronic and mechanical failure. We can't get out. Even our main airlock is blocked. Find some soothing words before picking Sing's brain over a possible solution. See two options. The security lock must be reset. To do that, we need a spare system. We might find one in wreckages or colonial structures. The other is simpler, but riskier for the ship. We blow the main airlock open. Start... Yeah, of course. Well, that's not helpful. Yeah, so that showed up just after I finished out of things. And there's no way for me to leave preemptively, right? Yeah, we're still scouting for viable sectors, so we're stuck here. That's tricky. Okay, so I'm going to need some scrap. At least Dawnwalker's health's gotten back up to full. Well, we do have an option of just training the ship a bunch of times. Sure. Okay, another POI. It's very unusual, but I promised I'd ask, sir. Some of the officers are requesting compensation for having worked overtime. They'd like additional food stamps, and frankly, I think they should get it, Commander. Sure. We'll appreciate the gesture, I'm sure. Okay, that did not repair that ship. Interesting. And slightly tricky. I'll just have to defend the Kern for next time. Okay, well, rather than throw ourselves into a battle, I'm going to say that this is a good stopping point, at least for now. I like this game. I think it is actually a really interesting fusion of, well, Battlestar Galactica and RTS gameplay mechanics and, like, roguelike mechanics. I was not expecting it to be this seamless. Usually it's always that kind of question of, like, how do you mix and match a roguelike with an RTS? And I think this did it well. Limited units, rarities, randomized perks and rewards, randomized systems that you go through. Like, weirdly enough, I think if you were to make a authentic Battlestar Galactica game that's kind of simulating the desperation and the limited resources and the hard decisions you have to make, I think this is pretty close to bang on the best thing you could come up with for a game that evokes the feeling of Battlestar Galactica without compromising really on any part of the vision. I think the only thing it doesn't really have is the creeping dread of, like, who's human, who's not. And honestly, maybe that's even something that shows up later, to the point of, like, potentially having to suspect your own heroes, which, boy, I could see that being really rough. Investing hard into a character, then realizing, oops, that wasn't human, and having to make do with whatever the consequences of that action are going to be. I also find the battle system actually pretty charming. It's more kind of soft horde defense than your standard RTS, so it's more about just, like, good positioning and making sure that your units are as capable as possible for the things that are being thrown at you, which is appreciated, because they could have gone for the full, like, big fleet command kind of thing. But I think in this one, the limited play space, the limited amount of ships just felt really good, and once again fit Battlestar Galactica incredibly well. I'm impressed. Like, I legitimately am. I don't know who's in charge of picking these games at .emu, but boy, they're picking winners across the board, and I really like that. Anyway, I guess before I go, I should say a very quick thank you to AltShift and .emu for reaching out and sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I do not see a whole lot of roguelikes follow this path, and so I actually am kind of excited to play more of this at some point. But I guess as part of that, I should also mention that the Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes demo is available now on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is a genuinely good time. I think you're limited to only 4 systems, but that's like an hour of gameplay, and then you can start over and try something different, and maybe actually get some interesting branches, and also just add the game to your wish list, as it will help it rank higher both during the Steam Next Fest and leading up to release, and then also let you know when the game is out, and then you can play the full thing and have a full experience, and possibly have, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to play the demo. I wonder if there's a way to check a new save slot. Start a new run. Okay, so there is stuff. So we have some degree of maybe meta progression? Not sure. Knowledge represents lost information and technology. So we can unlock new favor upgrades in tech. So okay. So there is meta progression. So start with extra scraps, supplies, fuel, or 1 squadron fate restoration. So when destroyed during battle, instantly restored with half its max hull. And it looks like there's more favors you can get too. So there is meta progression as part of everything. So it's not just start over, go and then start over and that's the end of it. So I would have had one more sector after the Atchir sector that I was in. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Except for I actually forgot I was going to mention this. I didn't use the assist mode, but I appreciate that it's there. So you can actually make it so enemies do less damage, but you don't get difficulty achievements. Oh well. Enemies' battle damage is reduced and their hull's reduced. And then, boy, you can really make them weak. If you want the feeling of the story and the decisions without being stressed by the combat system, which I actually really like. Anyway, for now, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.